President Trump wants to move 1 million Palestinians to Africa? What does this mean for us? By African Stories by Ima. What if the current US president tried to send over 1 million Palestinians from Gaza to Africa? Would it bring peace? Or create new problems on African soil? Subscribe and watch to the end to see what this means. US held Libyan funds that have been frozen for over a decade. The reported deal? Libya accepts the Palestinians, the US releases the money. But is it really happening? After the story spread globally, the US Embassy in Libya quickly responded. They said there were no such plans and called the report untrue. They added that President Trump's administration is not actively planning to relocate Palestinians to Libya. But many are still asking, why would a major news outlet make such a big claim if there was no truth to it? This isn't the first time President Trump has made bold suggestions about resolving the Israeli-Palestinian crisis. Earlier this year, he mentioned moving Palestinians to Egypt or Jordan, and even suggested turning Gaza into a freedom zone or a resort area called the Gaza Riviera. Now, Libya is the new focus. Some reports say other African countries like Somalia, Sudan, and Morocco have also been mentioned. Is Africa now being viewed as a relocation ground for displaced people? This is no longer just about Trump or the Middle East. It's about how the world sees Africa. Why Africa? A continent still healing from its own internal issues, being asked to absorb a crisis it didn't create? Some Africans are asking, why should Libya, still unstable, host over 1 million refugees? What does this mean for jobs, peace, and community safety? Is this compassion or manipulation? Is Libya ready for this? Libya has not known real peace since the fall of Muammar Gaddafi in 2011. The country is split between rival governments. Armed groups still hold power in parts of the country. Public services like health, water, and electricity are weak. So again we ask, can Libya realistically handle the arrival of 1 million Palestinians, even if the US gives money? Billions for bodies? Part of the reported plan involves releasing about $7 billion in frozen Libyan assets held by the US. That money has been frozen for years due to legal and political reasons. Now the alleged offer is, take in these refugees, and we'll release your money. Is that a genuine solution, or is it just geopolitical bargaining? Palestine and Africa, brotherhood or burden? Africans have always stood with Palestinians in their fight for justice. From Nigeria to South Africa, from Tunisia to Ghana, many people shout, "Free Palestine." But now, it's not about slogans. Now it's about action. Would Africans still stand by if it meant hosting 1 million Palestinians in African land? Where is Africa's voice? In all this noise, one thing is missing: African leadership. We have heard from Washington. We've seen reactions from Tel Aviv and Gaza. Even Europe has whispered its concerns. But where is the African Union? Where are the presidents of Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Algeria? This is not just a Palestinian issue anymore. This is now an African issue too. What could go wrong? Even with good intentions, accepting this plan could go very wrong. Host communities may feel overburdened. Local jobs may shrink. Religion and political tensions may rise. Health and education systems could collapse. It could even lead to new waves of conflict. Libya is not a refugee-ready country right now. So is this plan practical or risky? Should Africa accept or reject? Now we must face the question honestly. Should Africa say no and protect its land and people from foreign burdens? Or should Africa say yes and show compassion to fellow victims of war? Both choices have deep consequences. But one thing is clear. Africa must not be left out of this discussion. Final word. What do you think? We're not here to tell you what to believe. But we want to ask you, the African viewer, the citizen, the youth, the thinker. 1. Should Libya accept this deal? 2. Would you support hosting Palestinians in your country? Is this plan wise, or is it taking advantage of Africa? 3. Should African leaders raise their voices now? Tell us in the comments below. We want to hear from you, real thoughts, real voices, real Africans. If you found this story deep, helpful, or worth thinking about, please give it a like, share it with others, and hit the subscribe button for more stories that put Africa first. Let's keep asking the right questions.